Hey everyone, welcome back to another video of Project Nuke City, and today we'll be working on a new building, a new house in the neighborhood of James Pocket City. It's simply I remember that and I named that after him. It's a weird name I came up with, but it is. I just wanted to call him or name him that. Anyways, we're here with another building, and of course, if you guys enjoy this, leave a like, subscribe, and spread the channel. And if you guys want to support me, think about going to Patreon and maybe support me over there. You don't have to, of course. It's up to you guys. And well, let's talk about what we're doing in this video. So what are we basically doing is just building a new house, and not only are we going to be building a house, but we'll be working a bit on the landscape. Well, vegetation, but nothing really more than that. I don't really know if people want to see more of this type of want me to work more on the houses, because they do take a while, and usually it's about I'm about like working. It takes about a few hours to make one, because now I'm not doing the redstone stuff, because that was kind of a bit more annoying to try to do every single floor, and I just prefer not trying to do it anymore. So this is the first one that doesn't have redstone that is in this neighborhood, and I think I like it. The design of this house is quite small, but it's not really too small. I had to really think about a little bit more than this. Just looking, I was like, I think I gave it too much space, but I do think this is actually quite good and overall a great design. Of course, this first clip is letting me in 1.20 before I go back to 1.19.2, so I can actually get the shader mod. However, I prefer being 1.19.2 because the shaders do bring the world to a much more lively and lively, and to me that just screams better when it comes to making a city. It looks way better than just a boring Minecraft looks. I even prefer playing in my survival with shaders, so that's how I prefer playing Minecraft. If I do play survival and have time for it. But anyway, so of course we got done with the walls, and I want to, of course, get around to finishing it. I took a break for a moment. I don't remember what I did, but I went through, and I don't know. So the exterior I'm going to be using is going to be white terracotta, and I believe it's. I don't remember which wood it was. I believe it might have been oak or birch. I don't really remember, but either one, I decided to use it for exterior. I use this layer I think the building across the street, so I don't remember that one, so I don't see it, but it is like a good color palette. I think it is like coming with a color palette that actually looks, or at least design choices for a house is, I think, one of a very important decision when it comes to designing any houses. And to me, it's probably one of my thing I enjoy thinking about. Probably should try to come up with a new one, because I kind of been repeating the same color, or to say block choices too many times, and it does look okay, but I think I want to try to make a bit more different and use some different combination of colors, and hopefully that will look actually decent. Now, something I also want to do is also make interior design into these buildings. Something that I've been talking about for a long time is I really want to get around and design the interior for each of my, just not only houses, but overall every single building I have. And so far I haven't really done that well. I still have a few houses in this neighborhood that still need to be given interior. Then again, I don't even have a lot of houses. I don't really remember which number house this is. All the ones I designed. It's like one random house, some other area that just doesn't have anything else. And oh well, I want to be fine alone. So of course, first thing I want to start is one of the small bedroom. And of course, it's closet as well. And I made my good old fashioned bed, a all the like necessary stuff I think would be best, like a little lamp, some chest of drawers, and all that type of stuff. And I do believe it's quite okay. Like I am okay with it. Nothing too terribly bad. I usually do kind of use the same technique with all my other designs, just because it's not that I don't really like trying other technique. I consider it to be the best, the better of my ideas. I do sometimes try to make different techniques. Sometimes I just don't really want to because it's just, I don't know. Sometimes I don't think it's necessary. But I am okay with this, the room with this. I, if anything, I kind of like it. I was slightly jealous of it. But it is absolutely fine how it is. I then move on to this office room and decided that I want to make this different than I normally do, so I decided to use glass for at least, the desk. And well, first of all, I am on a glass desk, so this I actually know that I'm doing a glass desk. And then just kind of fill out with some small decorations. I don't really know much about offices or home offices because I never own a house, and well, hopefully one day I will. I have seen them, but still. So the next thing I want to also do is now making the master bedroom. And the master bedroom, well, it's kind of somewhat similar to the other bedroom. Just another bedroom where making a room. Now, something I did decide that I was looking at this and thinking, I did want to put a TV in this room. But there was something I didn't truly like, is the layout I was having. So it would be something I would just overall replace, or just shift the bed, shift everything else, because I just prefer trying to have the layout and, kind of trying this different layout instead. So, it's sometimes I have to think about if I want this, and, I decided to give it a small TV and not just a giant flat screen TV. The flat screen TV would be best in the living room and not in the master bedroom, which some people might always have a giant flat screen TV in their bedrooms. If you do, good for you. With the bedrooms and the office done, it was time to start moving on into the the I don't know, the living room and the what's the other room called? The living room and the dining room and the common room. I don't remember, but the room in front, where you walk in, the front door. Don't remember what that was called, but I decided just to do a little design. Unfortunately, this angle is not the best because I believe I do work a bit more on it, but overall, it's okay. I also do, of course, the pantry itself and the bathroom itself, as the overall common bathroom, which I think was a good idea. Well, not a good idea, but I think it's a good design. And I do sometimes I do think about a lot about real life to Minecraft, and one of the big issues I always see is space, and that's just because in real life you're not really, your room's not usually 5 meters wide by 5 meters wide. Well, maybe some people, but it is always something that I always have to think about. For another good example is that a room, or the height of the room, is not 4 meters tall. It's usually just 2 and something, probably 2 meters tall. And usually I like to have 4 meters tall because that's just how I prefer making my Minecraft world. It's not that it's not exactly it needs to be that tall because maybe because I'm just short. It might be because I'm just short and just it might be a short thing on my side. Now that I think about it, but I decided something that I always decide had to think about is height, and overall dimension and how to fill all that dimension and how to get certain rooms built in that small space or the massive large space. Because sometimes I don't really, either one is always a problem from certain times. But of course, in this house, this is taken care of. It's not really a problem because, I figure out what is the best solution and how to fill up in every single space. Now, something I also don't really do, and because I don't really know what to do with it, I don't really do any work to the garage, and that's just because I literally don't know what to do with the garage. Yes, I know I've been to many garages. It's just sometimes people have cars in there, which I am still deciding if I want to actually model cars or at least make block cards, or do we want to add like mod cards for when people want to add mods to this. I still don't know myself, but this is something that I just have to think about over time. But overall, I still think this is a overall nice design. And of course, you can see I am of course finishing the ceiling and will be adding the roof to it. This will just be a one-story house. And something else I also don't really model usually is the attic. As much as I probably should add an attic, I usually don't, or I haven't added attic yet. Mainly because uh, with all the other redstone houses, they usually cause problems with like redstone layout. I probably could do with this house because this isn't a redstone house, but I might probably want to do with my other houses. But yeah, maybe perhaps one day I'll get to there. I think the roof of this choices is okay. I usually always have problems with roofs. That's something I always realize that, especially for a certain house. I think my tallest house, there's just a giant empty space on the roof or in the attic, and I just have nothing to do with it. So the next section is, of course, we're working on trees, and I like trees. Okay, I decided I want to do some cool little custom trees. I'm probably going to have to redesign a lot of my other trees I have around here. Not only are we going to be doing custom or adding trees, but we're going to be adding vegetation to the area because it is time to actually add a type of section to this section of the city. It is just time to actually get it all done. Add some custom trees, add some vegetation, add some bushes as well. Make this feel more lively instead of just make it feel like it's just something else. A lot of times I do I've been skipping over this step for a lot just because that's just how I am. I haven't really got around to that, but decided this time we're gonna need to finish or start actually working on this vegetation. Now, something I was thinking of before during this was that I kind of wish I actually did put hills in there, like pre-landscape this area. I tried before and it didn't look good, so I just went back to just a flat section. Hopefully, whenever I pre-clearing the area out before adding these houses, because then it will look way better. It will look more realistic than just flat land. And hopefully, I don't know when. I guess we can maybe do it on the other side of this road I made before, behind the houses, and probably over there because those places have not been touched yet. And I hopefully we get around there. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and uh, spread it to friends and family who like Minecraft, because it is fun building these type of buildings, and like not just giant skyscrapers and factories and all that type of stuff, but even making the simple houses. Something that I even wanted to do in survival is build one of these houses, a house that looked like this design, because I usually never do because it costs quartz, and quartz are hard and annoying to get. But if I could, I would love to make a house like this in just survival. It would be very, very fun, and that would be just a cool accomplishment. So, of course, I mean, you also can learn from these. There's, of course, techniques I like to use, but of course, if you have your own technique you want me to try out, or if you want to like say anything about it, leave just, I don't know, say something about it. Of course, if you guys leave a comment down below, you guys will be picked and actually put into Nuke City, whether you guys be a street or a building or a park or a house, something, I don't know, even a river or a lake, something like that, anything like that. Anything is possible in the city. This is Nuke City, and we like to explode stuff. That's just the motto. Anyways, I will see you guys for the next time. Until then, enjoy this type of stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.